Touch Type Limited may have just created the absolute best on-screen keyboard for your Android phone. Currently in beta, so you have to get the actual application off the internet. This is SwiftKey 3 beta. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so despite this being a keyboard, we do have a little icon here which says SwiftKey 3 ... which means there's more, and that would be beta. Anyways, tapping on the icon takes us into the settings for the applications. You can see there's quite a bit. Now since this is just a keyboard, what we mainly want to cover is indeed the settings. So there's language and layouts, which is where you can choose between tons of different languages. Tap this menu button and you can update languages as well, and you can also check which keyboard you want, and then tapping on the little layout button right there lets you choose the layout that you'd like. Now under here, under personalization, this is where you can add some really cool personalization features. You can learn how you type via Facebook, Gmail, Twitter, your RSS feed, your text messages. You can also clear the language data that you've had, and then there's the privacy policy here. But this is a really cool feature. You know, you can actually learn how you type right from the different things that you've already typed on, and this application will scan it and learn it and start to adapt it to your language, which is really cool. Anyways, going back, there's the theme. You can change the theme of the keyboard, as you can see. You can show foreign characters, and you can add the arrow keys. Going back, you have advanced settings, which includes your typing style. There's precise, which has the description of careful typists who often choose predictions. And then rapid, which is fast typists who rely on autocorrection. That would be me. Spacebar will, and you can have what the spacebar does. You have quick period, which is unavailable in this completion mode. You have auto caps, audio and haptic feedback settings. So if I tap on that, I can add a key press sound and change the volume of that. Haptic feedback you can turn on and change how long it actually vibrates. You can see how in-depth this thing really is. There's the voice recognition key, the long press duration, which basically is, you can see if I were to go and pull up the keyboard, you can see on the keyboard there's some secondary keys. You can see there's a star there, dash there, a plus there. And if you long press it, you can get to that secondary key without having to do anything. So that's the long press duration that that's talking about. Anyways, back into advanced. We also have portrait key height and landscape key height, basically how big the keys are. We have Bluetooth keyboard layout, and we have removed the old SwiftKey if you'd like. Jumping back, we have SwiftKey 3 stats. You can see these stats right there. You can tap on the heat map and it'll load it up, as you can see. Anyways, jumping back, we have quick tips, which is just a little set on how to use SwiftKey 3. Support page right here, which includes FAQ, making a suggestion, reporting any bugs, and contacting the developer of SwiftKey. And then you have the About page, which is all right here, where you can view the terms of service, what's new, who created it, their Twitter, their Facebook, their website, and some information about the actual version of the app you have. Now to take a look at the keyboard, you can see it's actually really good looking, at least with the specific theme that I have. You can tap this right here. Now one thing I don't like is that all the numbers are right over here on the left hand side as opposed to going across the top row like the normal Android keyboard is. So hopefully they change that in the near future, but they haven't yet, so oh well. You have the comma and the period buttons. You can long press the period button to get to some more punctuation really quickly, which is very nice. As you can see, it entered the period there. And then we can long press the comma button to take us into voice input, which is also a pretty cool feature. Now you can see suggestions are already popping up, and that's just to show you that this keyboard really wants to try to predict what you want to say. That's the point of this keyboard. Maybe eventually, after using this keyboard for a long enough time, you'll be able to type an entire text message just by hitting the spacebar. So we'll go ahead and jump into the text messages. We will enter a new message, type to compose, and you can see if I say the right there, I'll hit Q, U, I, there's quick, and then we'll do brown. So it didn't find brown. Fox jumped over the lazy dog. So now that we typed that, we can try that again. The quick again didn't find brown. Fox jumped over the didn't get lazy dog. Now the more you type things like this, the quicker it'll learn and the more it'll learn to adapt to the type of typing you have. But again, the point of this keyboard is to kind of learn how you type. Now with that being said, even if it doesn't do that good of a job, this keyboard seems to be extremely accurate for me as far as typing, and the auto correction is really superb. So if you're looking for a keyboard replacement, SwiftKey 3 Beta is definitely the one I would recommend. Alright guys, so that's my look at SwiftKey 3 Beta. This is by far my favorite on-screen keyboard currently available for Android. It's the keyboard that I actually use on a daily basis. The more I use it, the more I get to see that the predictions are getting more accurate and more accurate. And it is starting to save and learn some of the words that I use often. And that's really what you want for a keyboard. You want it to type the way you actually speak, and it does a really good job of it. So, thanks you guys for watching. Have a great day.